All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to the For Further Details podcast. I'm your host, Matthew Hedges, along with
Me, Noah.
Yep. So, how you doing today? How you doing, Scrub?
I'm good.
You doing anything interesting today?
Homework.
Homework sounds
Yeah.
sounds great. So we both just got off spring break, right?
Yeah.
How was your spring break?
It's good.
Good. And you do anything interesting?
Not really.
You went
It's-
home.
I went home and I just, kind of relaxed after stressful
Yeah.
school months.
It's nice to just get away from schoolwork and all that.
Yeah.
Over my spring break, I went to Des Moines, Iowa, and did a few things. Ran a 10K. It was like the Leprechaun Chase 10K. It's where like the girls they get a 5-minute head start, and the guys have to catch up. It's like the winning gender gets a free beer or whatever, which I can't participate in, and I wouldn't even if I could, because really after you run like 6.2 miles, that's not really what I want in my body. It's like, I'll just finish wearing my body out. Might as well drink beer and just, I don't know. I don't understand it, but other people, they love it. So, it's whatever. How was, I don't even know where I'm going with this, but our topic today is vacations. Vacations. So, Scrub, what's the best vacation that you've gone on?
My best vacation?
Yeah, your favorite. What was your favorite vacation you've ever been on?
It probably would have been Hawaii if I wasn't, 16 months old. Let's see, probably my favorite vacation was a trip up to Boston.
Boston. What did you do there?
Well, we got our hotel right across from Fenway Park, which is where the Red Sox play,
Mm-hmm.
my favorite team. So, and we got to go to a couple of those games, and just seeing the city was fun, and seeing
Yeah.
family up there. It's a really cool city.
Yeah, I've never been to Boston. But do you really like going to MLB games?
Yeah, the baseball games are fun to go to. They're horrible to watch on TV, but they're
Yeah.
actually fun to go to.
How have you been to an NFL game?
I've been to a preseason game.
Okay. How did that compare to like going to a baseball game?
I mean, since it was preseason, it was kind of different. I mean, I did get to see the Patriots, so that
Yeah.
was fun. I got to see Brady play for 5 minutes and then bring out the
Get your
backups.
money's worth out of the tickets.
I think we got them for free, so it's
Yeah, I
totally
guess
worth it.
preseason tickets probably aren't that hard to come across.
They were pretty cheap, except it was for the Redskins stadium,
Okay.
which are expensive anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. But I would say baseball games are more fun to go to. The experience of a baseball game is more fun than an
Yeah.
NFL game.
I don't know. I've been to like 8 baseball games, all like Pittsburgh Pirates games, because that's what I have family in Pittsburgh. So those are always interesting. I'm not the biggest baseball fan, so I always go and it's just like, baseball, food, there's stuff. It's entertaining, but sometimes I'm sitting there, I'm like, by the like 7th inning, I'm like,
Yeah, it gets boring after a while.
I'd rather be at home.
The baseball games that are most fun to go to are like the single A minor league teams that it's like the amateurs pretty much. And it's like the stadium is like you're like the only people watching them. Those are so much fun to go to just because you can like run around, you can play baseball like next to the stadium while watching the game.
Yeah.
It's fun. I love doing that.
Yeah. I don't know. We were gonna go to the Super Bowl. I'm still salty about this. My dad bought tickets to the Super Bowl. It was the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Seattle Seahawks. It was like, what year was that? 2000 and
That was 8?
maybe sometime. It was end of the first 10 years of the millennium. Or how are you describe the 2000s? I don't know. Do they have a name? It's like the 90s, the 80s, 90s.
They are the aughts. I think that's what they're called. The aughts. OUGHT.
I don't even know.
I think that's what they're called.
I hear like, what does millennials refer to? What is that?
I think that's a generation right before us.
Okay.
Like the ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, people reaching adulthood around the year 2000.
Hmm.
So like, Yeah, anyone who's like in their 20s, like mid 20s, late or like late 30s,
All
like
right.
through that range,
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, so he bought the tickets, and this is when the Broncos were playing the Steelers to go to the Super Bowl. And my dad, we're huge Broncos fans, so he saw we were playing the Steelers. He thought we were gonna win, so he went ahead and got the tickets. I was super pumped because like he wouldn't sell them even if we like didn't win the game. So I was like set on going to the Super Bowl. I think it was like in New York. I was so excited, and then the Broncos lost, and he immediately sold the tickets. Just straight up went onto eBay right after the game, gone. I think he made money though, so you know.
Well, it worked out well.
Yeah, maybe when it comes like to Super Bowl season, you buy tickets and then you just resell them, like for money, profit.
He didn't try to buy tickets for this one.
No, he didn't.
Maybe he thought he was going to lose.
I don't know. I think there's just too much going on in his life right now to make it to the Super Bowl. But he probably wanted to go. I wanted to go.
I mean, I kind of wanted to go, except it was actually a really boring game, and I watched maybe 2 minutes of it.
Yeah, the Super Bowl would be an amazing thing to go to, like just because it's so. Fun. Do you get to see the commercials?
What do you mean?
Like, you go to Super Bowl parties and you sit down and watch the commercials, but I don't think they don't air those.
That's true. People at the Super Bowl see the commercials.
So they're missing out. Like, they went to the actual Super Bowl, but like when they go back to work, they're like talking about it. They completely missed out on all the commercials and stuff.
Puppy monkey baby.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
There were some interesting commercials. Where's the one with the Doritos where the baby was coming out of the womb and
I thought that was hilarious, honestly.
Yeah,
some people were like disturbed by it. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. That was probably one of my favorites. Super Bowl was a little bit ago. I'm trying to remember any other commercials that stood out. Well, there's the Pokemon.
I didn't really watch it, so.
Yeah, there was a Pokemon one. So that was
Is that
interesting.
For Go?
It was just like a 20th anniversary thing.
Oh.
But it was pretty cool to see because at first you couldn't really tell what the ad was because it was like showing football players and
okay, I saw that ad.
Yeah, it was all over like YouTube even before the Super Bowl started.
Yeah, or like the Brazilian kid running up the hill.
Yeah.
That's the first one. Yeah.
That was interesting. But in other sports news, the bracketology, that's all starting up now.
I need to start mine.
Are you in our bracket league?
No.
You're not. Do you want to be in our bracket league?
Sure.
Okay, well, I guess you're in. It's like me, a bunch of people from my family, and then a bunch of people from like St. Giles and random family friends, and Hunter's also in the league now.
All right. I don't know anything about college basketball this year, so.
Oh, well the Jackrabbits are in the tournament.
Yeah, no, the Jackrabbits are in.
So you obviously got to pick them to go all the way.
Did you see, who was it? There was someone on ESPN who said, like, the headline said SDSU is in the tourney, and he said, like, he says San Diego State University.
Every single, like, ESPN person would, like, San Diego State, and everyone mistakes them. They always mess up. It's kind of frustrating, but it's whatever. You know John Masayoshi? He's friends with Peter and them. John Cable. He plays League. But,
yes.
Yeah. But anyways, he's going to the SDSU in San Diego. So so I want to buy him like an SDSU shirt from South Dakota, and he's going to buy me one from San Diego, and we're going to mail them to each other. Kind of represent. But the bad thing is, like, SDSU, they're rivals with University of South Dakota, which their colors are really similar to the SDSU in San Diego. So be a really ironic shirt. So yeah, sports are interesting. I don't think the Jackrabbits have a terribly good shot at winning more than maybe one game, but anything could happen. VCU. What year was that when VCU went on that huge run to like the Final Four?
It was 7th grade. I'm pretty sure.
7th grade.
8th grade.
It was sometime, but ever since then their basketball program's been like huge. VCU's a 10
2011.
2011. Okay.
That was 8th grade.
Yeah. I remember when they lost, like everyone in the city just going absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Like the world was ending, everyone's rioting.
Everyone had VCU shirts.
Yeah, everyone was just immediately VCU fans. And I think they've made the tourney every year since. I'm pretty sure.
I think so.
Yeah, they're a 10 seed this year, which is lower than they've been
They weren't
previously.
that good this year. Like,
Yeah.
Like, without Shaka Smart, they just...
Where did Shaka Smart go?
UT, I think. Texas?
Texas?
Yeah.
There's an interesting matchup. It was like Texas and Texas A&M. If they both win their first round games, they play each other in the next round. So that would be interesting to watch.
That would be interesting. Yeah,
Really?
UT, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. So you don't know anything about college basketball this season?
No.
Do you have so you don't have a winner pick, I'm guessing?
I know my school is in second to last.
George Mason.
George Mason.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Yeah, I
Go
for my
Patriots.
bracket I picked University of California to win it all. They're a 4 seed.
University of California.
Yeah, I never pick the 1 seeds because that's stupid. That's cheesy. It's too easy.
Oh, was it Duke who went undefeated though?
Yeah, I don't.
They're like they're 1 seed, but they did it. I thought they were gonna lose.
Yeah, I don't know. Brackets, I've never been one to just pick the favorites because that's boring. You just gotta go for the upsets, and it makes it more exciting to watch because you're all pulling for.
Someone
Yeah.
most likely won't win.
But in your heart, you're like, I'm the only one who picked them. They can do it. I believe. That's my favorite part about like March Madness and the whole thing. It's like you're able to root for teams that you'd never root for before, and you have like you're so invested in every game. You're like sitting in front of your TV, just like screaming, trying to have some random team from Connecticut win. Yeah, March Madness is like of all the sports that I follow, college basketball is definitely my favorite.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it'd probably be NFL.
Yeah.
It's just because it always has been.
Yeah, and you're a Patriots fan, so that
It's just
the
been.
Patriots have been doing.
Makes it easy for me.
Yeah, they've been doing pretty well.
I actually have faith in my team.
Broncos have been
Like
doing well recently too. So
Broncos are pretty good.
Yeah. I remember growing up, and the Broncos and Patriots always play each other, but the Patriots were always like a good team, and the Broncos were always pretty mediocre.
Yeah. The Patriots have been good for so long that like as soon as they start being bad, I'm not gonna know what it's. I don't know what it's like to root for a bad team. I am a Boston sports fan, and every Boston sports team is good. Like the Bruins, like they're first place in the division right now.
Mhm.
Patriots, like they just won the Super Bowl 2 years ago, and almost went back last year. Red Sox, the Red Sox. Okay, they were good a few years ago.
Yeah, back of the day.
And Celtics, they're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Although I don't really follow basketball that much.
Yeah, NBA is really hard to follow. They have so many games.
Yes, yeah, they really do. Same with like hockey and baseball. Like with baseball, I just like look every month. All right, who's in first place now? Okay, Red Sox good.
Baseball has so many. Like there's series within series.
Yes.
I've never even
playoffs are
tried.
fun to watch.
Yeah, the only thing
Baseball
I've ever
playoffs are fun to
watched
watch.
baseball playoffs. I can get into that.
I can watch hockey games or regular season hockey games because they're actually fun to watch.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seriously sat down and watched a hockey game without making a ton of like sarcastic remarks and like.
Really, you not like hockey?
I mean, hockey's okay. It's not my favorite. It's better than watching golf. So.
I like watching golf.
You like watching golf?
I like it's okay. It depends on the situation. It's okay. I don't watch it to be like. You don't watch golf, and that's the only thing you're doing at that time. Like you're watching golf, and you're like reading a book, or you're
folding the laundry,
folding laundry, or like trying to go to sleep.
Yeah,
trying to take a nap.
Yeah, that could be relaxing.
Golf is really relaxing sport to watch, honestly.
Yeah,
because it's not like you have to be watching constantly.
Yeah, golf was like in the news. Like golf was actually relevant. I feel like in like modern, I don't know what you call it, social media and stuff in the news. Like when Tiger Woods, that whole thing went down.
Oh yeah,
that's when like golf peaked. And now it's just like the golf fans watch golf.
Actually, golf has been getting a little bit more popular in my eyes, just because there's a lot of the bigger, like a lot of the better players now that are coming out are younger.
Yeah.
So it's not like a bunch of old men
I
playing golf now. It's actually like people in their 20s playing and winning
Yeah.
golf.
I
And
could
so it's
imagine like growing up, say you're like 5 years old, your dad's just always like going out playing golf, and like you look up to your dad and he's just hyped up golf so much. So you go out and you do it. And like you're trying, your dad's encouraging you, it's great. And like so you grow up with this thing like golf is amazing. And then it's like everyone just trashes on golf when you get to high school and be like, why do you play golf? It's so boring.
That's pretty much exactly like me with my dad. My dad plays golf constantly.
Yeah.
So I enjoy playing golf.
Mm-hmm.
It has sentimental value to me. I like to think I'm pretty decent at it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like putt mini golf.
I'm a god at putt-putt.
we need to play again this summer. We're gonna go mini golfing so much.
We need to play mini golf.
I say first week I get back, we're gonna go to Virginia Beach, and we should spend we should get
don't even go to the beach. Just play all the mini golf places.
Go to all the mini golf places. Then we get a hotel. We stay overnight, and then we wake up and we go play more mini
Round
golf.
2.
And we record it all.
Yes. All right.
That'd be amazing.
We're not doing that.
I can't wait for this summer. I'm so done with this semester and all this.
And school is starting to take its toll on me.
Yep.
And by toll, I mean it's eating my wallet because I don't have a job.
Yep. I just hate, I don't know, just the feeling of knowing you have work to do, and then
Yeah.
I can't sit here comfortably and watch my YouTube and Netflix without
Thinking in the back of the head, I actually have to do work.
Yep.
Right now, I have to do a thing for comm, but that's gonna take 5 minutes.
Yeah, I got a research project due Thursday, and I got a paper to write, and it's I've not started.
But do you know what the best feeling is though?
What?
What's the worst feeling at first? Like after you do a test and you feel like you did awful.
Yeah.
But you find you get your grade and it's like you actually did pretty well.
Yeah.
That happened with me. With the Russian test. With the Russian test, I thought I absolutely bombed it. I didn't know most of the stuff on there.
Yeah.
I got a B. I guess I knew more than I thought I did.
Yeah. I'm thinking of switching my major to Spanish, meaning I could graduate early, which I don't know because I'm so far along in Spanish right now. If I graduate early, it's honestly, I want to take...
Don't you need 120 credits to graduate though?
Yeah, the thing is I placed so high into Spanish, it got me a ridiculous amount of credits.
Oh.
So I was talking to my advisor and she's like, yeah, you'd probably graduate at least a year early. And which sounds nice and everything, but it's all my friends will also still be in college, so...
Yeah, it's not bad to be ahead.
Yeah, and I was talking to Travis, and what our thing we want to do is we want to move to LA and we want a room there.
Good luck. Good luck paying for that.
Yeah, so if we both got a small place and we both had jobs and we're trying to pay for it, we could do it for a year at least.
Yeah,
but
maybe not in LA. You might
it would have to be
LA.
Yeah, it would be outside. It wouldn't be in LA because
there's no way you can afford that.
That's very expensive.
We're straight out of college.
We'll go in the valley.
Go in the valley. Yeah. Nice try.
I just want to live on the West Coast. So hopefully maybe I could get a job because in that area there's a lot of Spanish speaking people. So if I have a Spanish degree.
Southern California.
Yeah,
America's Mexico.
That could actually work out really well for me. So I don't know. I'll look into it more, but it's a possibility.
Yeah, I've been thinking about okay, I can't really say switching my major because I'm never really a major. I don't have a major, but kind of I'm thinking of a double major right now.
Okay.
In history and global affairs, because they're both have no credits, and with history, I could be a history teacher, which would be cool.
Would you want to be a history teacher?
Yes, I feel like that's best job out there.
You remember Petway?
Yes,
He was the greatest.
He made me want to be a history teacher. In, like
Yeah.
7th grade. He was awesome.
He had this huge handlebar mustache.
Yeah,
It
he
was
looked
great.
exactly like Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah.
Which was perfect for his job. It was awesome.
I remember I went in, like, when I was in 10th grade, I went back to his class to read to, like, his students. I read some Dr. Seuss book for, I don't even remember why we were doing that, but it was cool to see him again.
Yeah, he was a non-vet. Oh.
Yeah.
And so he didn't take anything from
Were
anyone.
were you in my class? I don't think you were.
No.
I was in a class with Holden. I remember Holden would always mess with me in that class, and, like,
Of course.
he'd always be like tapping my shoulder trying to get my attention. I'd be like trying to pay attention, and like one time I turned around and I looked at him, and then like Mr. Petway, he stopped the whole class and he went over and he like lectured Holden and like yelled at him to stop bothering me. It was pretty funny. Yeah, but I don't know. History teacher, I guess that'd be a pretty cool job.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be too difficult either.
But I don't want to do middle school, high school.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Middle schoolers are the worst kids
Yeah,
on the earth. Like, if we could like somehow make it so like there's some drug that just causes people to skip that stage in their life, that'd be great.
yeah. Everyone needs to skip their awkward
Just
phase.
devil spawn.
It's like when you're growing up, middle school is gonna like make or break the rest of your like until you're 20.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know.
Because middle school is like when all like the groups form. Like who is the
Yep.
popular kids? Who is the not popular kids?
Yeah, I don't even know what our group is even considered. Like
We were our own thing.
Yeah.
We were those kids that just stuck to each other, but we didn't like everyone knew who we are and we knew everyone else. Just
yeah,
we just didn't talk to anyone except
pretty much.
people in our group. Yeah.
And then like in high school, once we like junior senior year, doing Mall Cap Monday and all that.
Oh my gosh.
Senior year, like I bet other people look at senior year completely different than like us in the Mall Cap Monday group does.
Yeah.
Because like they think of all like the parties they probably went to and all the like.
No, we just drove around.
We literally just did
Just
everything possible in the general like vicinity. Any activity, any place, any road, we were there.
I like how me and my dad were just driving around, and so he's like, "All right, so do you know where this place is?" I was like, "Yeah." Like,
Yeah.
I haven't even been there. How do you know where that is? Like, we drove there. It was like some back road place.
Yeah.
And like,
It's like literally
over-
anywhere.
over.
Anywhere. If my dad's like, "Do you know where this is?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, definitely."
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure this happened. We drove to Short Pump. Actually, I don't know if you were here. We drove to Short Pump, and then we
Mhm.
kept going north. Or is Short Pump north or south?
I think it's. I would like
Actually, I
to.
think it might be south.
Yeah, I think it's south.
I think it's south. Yeah, we kept going south, and we ended up in Goochland somehow.
Yeah, I was there for that.
Oh yeah, we were there. So we just ended up driving around Goochland.
Yeah.
It's like 45 minutes away.
It's like my mom will ask me. She's like, "All right, we need to go to this place in Mechanics." So I'm like, "Oh yeah, I know where that is." She's like, "How?" I'm like, "I actually have like 8 pictures from here." It's just me standing in front of the building. We've been way too many places in
Yeah.
that area.
I remember one time, this was not part of Smallcat Monday. It was after soccer practice. It was after the first soccer practice, and I haven't been on that
Yeah.
highway. I haven't been that direction before. I accidentally took so to get there we had to take 95 north.
Mm-hmm.
I accidentally to get home I took 95 north.
Solid.
I ended up in like Central Virginia. Like I was close to like Fredericksburg.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
once you're
that's
that
all
far, it's like,
Yeah, I saw the sign. I think I actually hit Fredericksburg. I was like, okay, this is not
yeah,
the right direction.
gotta turn around here.
I turned around. So it was a nice drive.
Yeah.
A nice relaxing drive through Virginia.
Yeah, I can't wait to get back and do some more Mall Cap Mondays and stuff. I can't wait. It's gonna be great. 10 out of 10.
Can't wait to work.
Yeah, get some money. Dude, I'm gonna create so much content on YouTube this summer. That's like, I'm gonna work and then just all their time is just gonna be into working out and like YouTube, which is basically all I do right now. Except I have schoolwork that I'm technically supposed to be doing, so that kind of restrains me a little. But
That's what I like about work. Like, you just have to do work while you're there. You don't have to do it when you're back home.
exactly. So you focus, you make your money, and you go home and you focus on whatever else you want.
Yep.
It's much better than school where you go to class and you come back and then you gotta study and you gotta stress out about stuff and you gotta go back. Like, I can just stand at Qdoba and make burritos and then go home. All right, so let's get back. We kind of went on a tangent, off topic, but we were on the topic of vacation. So
yes, that.
One of my favorite vacations was Disney World, Orlando, Florida, and we went down there for like a Life Smarts competition. I think I've told you about that, but basically my mom was a judge for the competition.
So.
Yeah, and it's like a trivia for like high school seniors and stuff. So they just had like the most random question is like, why should you hold the water fountain button down 5 seconds before you take a sip of water? The answer because there's bacteria on it, and yeah, it was trivia competition like that. So I got to go to that because my mom had a judging spot and she could take an extra person. So we got into Coronado Springs, it's a resort in Disney World, and it was great. I was going to the pool, going to the water park there in the resort, and then we went to Animal Kingdom the first day, and I was having so much fun. It's just the time of my life. And the next day, we're like, let's go to the Magic Kingdom, that's the like iconic thing for Disney World. Like, that's the castle you see in front of before like all the movies and stuff. You know what the Magic Kingdom is, right?
Yeah.
Have you been to Disney World?
Yeah, I've been a few times.
Yeah. How old were you?
I mean, the last time I went was in high school.
Okay.
Sophomore year.
Someone's being very loud in the hallway, so I apologize for those bumps. But so we were going to the Magic Kingdom, and it was an abnormally hot day. It was like 105 degrees. We were looking at the map, just got into the park. So we were like, oh, let's go to this ride. So we went to take the train, which is like right next to the castle, the Magic Kingdom castle. And so we're waiting in line for a bit, and my brother's just complaining about how hot it is, and my mom's like, do you need water? And I'm just standing there like, it's not that bad. I mean, and I wasn't sweating at all, which isn't normal. And everyone else, like, I looked at everyone, they're just pouring sweat, and there was just me. I was just super dry. Like, that's weird. I wonder why that is. And then like 2 minutes later, we're just standing there. I immediately just like, the world just starts spinning, and I just collapse onto the fence in front of me. And like, my mom said it looked like I was hung over the fence, but my feet were like still trying to walk. So I was like walking on the fence, and then I completely passed out, and I woke up, and they had like the emergency people around me, and they were like asking me a ton of questions. And like, when you first pass out and you like open your eyes and like you start seeing things and like hearing things, you can't comprehend anything. So everyone's just like in your face asking you all these questions. They're like, what day of the week is it? And I'm like, 5. I had no idea what was happening. So they put me on the gurney, is that what you call it? A stretcher or gurney, whatever, and they rolled me out of the park. And I just remember all the horrified faces. They just saw me on this like stretcher, and like they obviously thought I was like something was super wrong. But it was just, I'm guessing it was just dehydration. So, but they didn't know that. So I get carted out. They put me in the ambulance. We go to the hospital. On the way there, they're like, yeah, it's like 106 degrees, like 100% humidity. Obviously, you weren't properly hydrating yourself, so you passed out. It's normal. It's fine. They're putting IVs in me in there. So we get to the hospital, and if you haven't been to I was 17 at the time, or it might have been 16. I don't know, one of those. But if you've ever been to a Disney hospital, they're different compared to like standard hospitals. They got like murals of like all different Disney characters on the walls, and like every room they have toys and like TVs. So that was kind of interesting to see. But I get in, they put me down, they're like doing all these tests just to make sure I was okay and hydrated. And then they test my heart rate. And they like look at each other, the doctors, and they like keep doing tests, and I'm like, what's happening? Because they look concerned. And they like left the room for like 10 minutes. And they came back, they're like, we're going to keep you overnight so we can run more tests on you, because your heart rate is abnormally low, and we think this is potentially very dangerous for your health, and we need to figure out why your heart rate's so low. And so I'm sitting there, and I'm like, so you're going to keep me trapped in a hospital while I'm on vacation? Great. And so I was pretty salty. I was like, I'm fine, let me go. But you're always pretty salty if you're like trapped in a hospital and you think you're okay. But little did they know I was actually okay. So they kept running tests and doing tests, and they found out that the reason for my low heart rate was because I was too healthy. It's just solid stuff, solid work. It's basically, it was like right after I had lost a ton of weight, so I was eating extremely healthy, and like my heart rate was like so low just because of how healthy I was and stuff. And so they're like, yeah, it's pretty normal. We didn't expect you to be this healthy. Because normal like 17-year-old guys, they're like, they eat whatever, you know. Like they didn't realize that I ate like strictly healthy and all that stuff. They're like, yeah, that's definitely the reason for your heart rate. And they let me go, and they completely ruined my vacation. So yeah, it also cost like an obscene amount of money. Like hospital bills, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. Probably not as expensive as Disney tickets though.
Yeah, that's true. They gave us like fast pass tickets for like the inconvenience. They're like, oh yeah, sorry you had to stay here during your vacation. Here's some fast pass tickets. But it's like, we're leaving tomorrow. We can't use these, and they expire before we're gonna visit again. So passing out is a fun experience. Have you ever passed out?
Nope.
You should keep it that way.
But I've witnessed you passed out, so.
Yeah, the Disney one was the first time I passed out. I also passed out when we were playing airsoft, and where were we in Virginia? Chesapeake, yeah. So we went and we played airsoft, and it was like describe that like atmosphere of where we were.
All right, so we were at Bellhack Airsoft, a really cool field if you play airsoft in Virginia. So pretty much Bellhack is an area. It's pretty much just woods, and it's kind of swampish.
Yeah.
In some places, so it's very humid. It's very humid, but it was also very hot that time of the year.
Yeah.
So
I remember the morning we were going there, we stopped at Wawa. We had to make a Wawa wee wee.
This was
yeah,
just a bad omen.
I got grapes and coconut water. I remember.
That's all he had for breakfast.
So I knew coconut water is really good for like electrolytes and stuff, and it's really good for hydration. So I'm like, oh, it's gonna be really hot. I just got a big coconut water. It's like, drink that. I should be set. I should be good to go. We get out there, and like, I just started feeling tired and slow and stuff. And thankfully, I didn't pass out like in the middle of the field, because that could have been really bad. But we were like in one of
the staging area.
Yeah.
So like everyone we were in between games.
Yep. And so I was sitting there, and I was like, I think I was standing drinking some water over by our stuff, and you guys were at a different part. And I think I got Holden's attention or something. I was like, I'm gonna pass out. Like I knew, because I could tell it was the exact same feeling from Disney. I was like, I'm going to pass out. And Holden's like, oh, hold on, are you sure? I'm like, yes, I'm going to pass out. I'm going to pass out. And then this experience was a lot, I guess, it was more familiar this time, so like it wasn't as confusing when I woke up. I was like, all right, I just passed out. Just gotta get my bearings set and answer these questions, and put me in the ambulance again or whatever, brought me to the hospital. Good times. Moral of the story is hydrate yourself so you don't have to have these experiences.
And also don't have grapes and coconut water.
Yeah.
If you're going to be doing something that
I mean, grapes and coconut water, they're not bad, but you should have more.
Have more than grapes and coconut water.
Yeah, have more than that. Like, these experiences, they make for decent stories, but, like, it's not worth. And they also cost way too much money. Just hospitals just rip you off. And they can, because it's like, if it wasn't for us, you'd be dead, so you gotta pay us all your money. It's like, well, you got a point, I guess.
Well, I guess.
I suppose.
I'll just give you all my money. That's cool.
Yeah, so those are interesting experiences I had on vacation stuff.
So Disney was obviously your favorite vacation ever.
Yeah, definitely. Like, the hospital was just top quality, 10 out of 10. Would definitely go to Disney and pass out again. If I'm being serious though, like, favorite vacation of all time, it's probably when I went to Hollywood it was another Life Smarts trip, funny enough, but this time I didn't pass out. And we got free tickets to Universal, and we got to stay in a super nice hotel right in Hollywood. And that whole week we got to go around and explore like LA. So that was just really cool for me. I've always found the West Coast to be like, that's always the place I've always wanted to travel to the most. Besides like out of the country, like Europe. I want to go to Europe and stuff. That would be super fun. And where do you want to go out of the country if you had to pick one place?
UK.
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 Isn't that where Quinn went?
Yeah, Quinn went to UK.
Yeah.
I want to go to UK just because, I mean, once you're in the UK, you can kind of go anywhere else in Europe.
Yeah.
From there, and I was just kind of like the culture, the UK culture.
Yeah.
It's always really cool.
We should plan a trip, like me, you.
I'm planning on studying abroad.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'll go. You come visit.
No, this summer though, we should plan a trip. We should do it.
Oh, that's expensive. No.
We could do it. I believe.
But it's expensive.
It is
I'm pretty
expensive.
sure tickets are like $800, and
See-
then the trip itself will be like $1,000. I don't have that money.
See,
I will not have that money.
we don't need to save up for college. We just need to spend all our money on vacations.
Yes.
We can work all summer and then spend all the money we made on a vacation.
Yeah.
Don't even tell our parents. Just like send them like a selfie from like Australia. Yeah, just chilling in Sydney.
Yep.
They'd really appreciate that.
Yeah, they would.
No, but we can definitely go to like Virginia Beach and stuff and do all that.
Yeah. Let's stay in
that's-
the country.
That's actually doable.
Oh no, I clicked the wrong thing.
Also this summer, my mom was like saying I could do a vacation. She's like, you can either go with me and my brother and we could go to like a random place that we want to go to, or we could rent a beach house in the Outer Banks for like a week, and I could take some friends. Unless like my mom's willing to like
hang out there,
take me to Hollywood for like a week,
would you be
which would be sweet because then I could do like stand up at open mics there.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I'm doing stand up at a open mic sometime in the beginning of April, so that'll be fun. I'll record that.
Richmond?
No, at
April.
yeah, here.
Sounds
Yeah, so I'll record that and I'll put it to my channel. So that'll be good. I want to get better at it and just like keep writing and making more content and just go to random open mics. Like this summer, I'm gonna do that a lot in Richmond.
Yeah.
It's more accessible in Richmond compared to out here in South Dakota, where they only do open mics like on the campus every once in a while. But I don't know. It'll be an interesting first experience. I was gonna do it over spring break in Des Moines. Like I had a comedy club picked out. I had the location set. We were gonna go, but I got an email and they're like, "Yeah, the comedy club was closed." He was like, "Sorry, I was on vacation, but if you're still interested, these are our hours now." And he emailed me right when he got back, which was the 11th, and I emailed him like 6 days prior saying I wanted to do it on the 10th, and so he's like, "If you're still interested," I'm like, "I mean, I am interested, but I'm also not in Iowa anymore, so can't do it." So I don't know. That'll be a fun thing to do this summer.
Yeah.
Do you have any vacations planned for the summer?
I think we're going to the beach in August.
That'll be fun.
And either in spring or summer, going to Canada.
Oh, nice. Are you gonna see Dalton's and them?
Yep, seeing Canadian friends.
Oh, boy, those are some characters, all right.
Oh yeah.
In the beginning of August, I'm going to Seattle for the Dota International, and then we're gonna go like explore the city and go around Seattle for a week or so.
It's cool, except for Dota, but that's cool.
Yeah, because my friend Jess lives in Seattle, so we're gonna stay at her house, and then it'll be me, Hunter, his girlfriend Emma, and Kryn, and we're all gonna stay at Jess's house and do that whole thing. So that'll be fun.
That'll be cool.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, I think this will just about do it for this podcast. I want to thank you guys for listening, and where can they find you on social media, Scrub?
SoundCloud is soundcloud.com/Flogistic.
Spell that.
FLOJISTIC.
Yep.
It'll be in the description, hopefully.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, and I don't feel like saying any of the other ones.
Do you not feel like it, or do you not remember?
No, I remember. I just don't feel like it.
The Twitter is like escaping _grab.
Escape_grab.
All right, and then for me, you can find my Twitter. It's @Matthew Hedgehog. Same thing for Instagram. Same thing for Snapchat. Anything else we got? Just make sure you're following the podcast on SoundCloud if you're not already. And yeah, see you guys next week.